For you, this is the 23 News Update at 10.
A new state report shows 3 low-performing elementary schools in District 205, so it's back to school for RPS leaders, coming up with solutions to improve the academic environment and in turn retain more teachers. 23 News reporter Kaylee Randall talks with a parent who says she believes the Rockford elementary schools do a fine job at teaching the kids, but a new program coming to the district could be just what the doctor ordered.
3 Rockford elementary schools are being called pilot schools, essentially test dummies for RPS 205, but ones that the board is confident will work and help improve academic performance. 3 Rockford public schools, McIntosh, Lewis Lemon, and Constance Lane, are not making the grade, all ranked in the bottom 5 percentile statewide for academic performance. But a new program could help.
Their students are ultimately going to experience a stronger sense of belonging, and they're going to feel a greater sense of accomplishment because it's going to help accelerate their learning.
RPS Chief of Schools Morgan Gallagher touts the Safe and Civil Training Plan, a 3-day program to provide coaching and academic support to the state line.
I think they do a good job, including the parents and everything.
Latrice Richardson is the mother of twins who both attend Lewis Lemon and says her child's academic performance has never been better.
They treat my kids like their own. I feel safe with them there, and if there's a problem, I get a phone call right away.
Richardson says after the pandemic, it took a little bit for her kids to find their footing, but once they did, the excitement to go to school came back. She believes parents play a huge role in child's behavior.
You know how kids are fighting the teachers and stuff, so it's based on the parents too to teach your kids to learn how to act and behave.
Gallagher says Safe and Civil Training is a 30-year program that's been used in thousands of districts nationwide, and he's seen firsthand the success stories behind the plan.
A number of schools that demonstrated success in reducing their discipline referrals, reducing in-school suspensions, and also increasing their on-track rates for students.
Gallagher also says the total cost of this will be $24,000, but those funds will come from grants and only a small percentage of local dollars.
Thank you, Kaylee. And the district is hoping raising the academic standards of the 3 schools will go a long way towards retaining quality teachers. According to RPS leaders, McIntosh alone lost 14 teachers just in the 2022-23 school year.